In a world filled with challenges and uncertainties, there have always been individuals who rose above adversity. Visionaries, dreamers, and pioneers who shaped history with their resilience and determination. Tonight, as you unwind and let go of the day's worries, we Mindful Slumber invite you to embark on a journey through time. A journey into the lives of some of the most successful and influential people who ever lived. With each story, let their struggles, triumphs, and wisdom gently guide you into a state of deep relaxation. Let your mind drift as we explore their remarkable journeys, one chapter at a time. Take a deep breath, feel the tension melt away, and prepare to be inspired. Our first story takes us to small Steele town in Pennsylvania. Alexander Grant's childhood was marked by hardship and struggle. His father worked long hours in a failing steel mill, while his mother took on multiple jobs to support the family. The financial strains meant that education was a luxury rather than a given. Yet, even as a child, Alexander possessed an insatiable curiosity and a relentless drive to create something beyond the confines of his impoverished surroundings. As a teenager, he found solace in the local library, devouring books on engineering, economics, and business. With no money to buy computers or gadgets, he scavenged broken electronics from junkyards, teaching himself how to repair and reassemble them. He took odd jobs, mowing lawns, delivering newspapers, and even selling refurbished radios, to contribute to the household and fuel his growing passion for technology. Overcoming challenges, from failure to breakthrough. After high school, Alexander faced his first major setback. Despite his academic excellence, college was financially out of reach. Undeterred, he enrolled in night classes at a community college while working as a mechanic during the day. The grueling schedule left little time for sleep, but he remained steadfast in his pursuit of knowledge. He was eventually offered a scholarship to a prestigious university, where he studied engineering and business. During college, Alexander launched his first startup, a small tech repair service. It failed within a year due to poor financial management, leaving him deep in debt. However, instead of allowing failure to define him, he treated it as a lesson. "Every setback is a setup for a comeback," he often said. He doubled down on his studies, took business strategy courses, and sought mentorship from successful entrepreneurs. Pivotal moment, the birth of an empire. After graduating, Alexander took a bold risk. He declined a lucrative job offer from a Fortune 500 company and instead pursued his dream of starting his own tech firm. With just $2,000 in savings and a small loan from a friend, he founded GrantTech, a company focused on developing affordable, high-performance software for small businesses. The early years were brutal. Investors scoffed at his ideas, competitors tried to undercut him, and there were nights when he slept in his tiny office because he couldn't afford rent. But Alexander's resilience and belief in his vision kept him going. He knocked on doors, pitched his software to local businesses, and personally installed his products for clients to ensure their satisfaction. The breakthrough came when a prominent business magnate, impressed by Alexander's software and work ethic, invested in GrantTech. With this financial backing, the company expanded rapidly, pioneering innovations in AI-driven business solutions. Within a decade, GrantTech became a multi-billion-dollar enterprise, revolutionizing how small businesses leveraged technology to compete with industry giants. Principles of success, the mindset of a leader. Alexander's success was not just a result of his technical expertise, but also his guiding principles. 1. Resilience over rejection. Every no was an opportunity to improve and try again. 2. Continuous learning. Even at the height of success, he took courses, read voraciously, and sought out mentors. 3. Customer-centric innovation. He believed that true success lay in solving real problems for real people. 4. Integrity and ethics. He built his company on trust, ensuring that employees, partners, and customers were always treated fairly. 5. Giving back, never forgetting his roots. He established scholarships for underprivileged students and funded STEM programs in struggling communities. Legacy, a lasting impact on industry and society. By the time Alexander stepped down as CEO, Grant Tech had expanded globally, employing thousands and positively impacting countless businesses. But his legacy extended beyond financial success. Through his philanthropic initiatives, he transformed education in areas, ensuring that young dreamers like himself had the opportunities he once lacked. When asked about his journey, he humbly replied, "Success is not about where you start. It's about where you're willing to go and how hard you're willing to fight to get there." Alexander Grant's story serves as a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of perseverance, vision, and an unwavering belief in one's potential. His journey from a struggling mechanic to a global industry leader continues to inspire generations of dreamers and doers alike. From humble beginnings to industry titan, the inspiring journey of Jonathan. Early life, a childhood of struggles. Jonathan was born into hardship in a small, industrial town where opportunities were scarce and dreams often remained just that, dreams. His father was a factory worker, laboring for long hours to provide for the family, while his mother took on multiple jobs to keep food on the table. The family lived in a cramped one-bedroom apartment, where young Jonathan shared a makeshift bed with his 2 younger siblings. Despite financial hardships, Jonathan's parents instilled in him the values of perseverance, hard work, and an unrelenting belief that education could break the cycle of poverty. With a thirst for knowledge, he spent his evenings reading borrowed books by candlelight, teaching himself mathematics and business principles that would one day serve as the foundation for his success. The roadblocks and setbacks. Jonathan's journey was riddled with obstacles. As a teenager, he worked multiple part-time jobs, delivering newspapers, washing dishes, and even collecting scrap metal, just to afford school supplies. College seemed like an unattainable luxury, but through sheer determination and an insatiable hunger for success, he earned a scholarship to a prestigious university. However, his struggles were far from over. During his sophomore year, his father fell seriously ill, forcing Jonathan to juggle studies and part-time work to support his family. At times, he considered quitting school, but an unwavering belief in his potential kept him going. He graduated with honors in business administration, ready to take on the world. The first big break. Armed with a degree but little else, Jonathan moved to the city, hoping to carve out a career in finance. After months of job rejections, he secured an entry-level position at a struggling investment firm. It was here that his keen analytical skills and innovative mindset set him apart. Recognizing inefficiencies in the firm's investment strategies, he proposed a bold restructuring plan that, when implemented, turned the company's fortunes around within a year. His extraordinary insight did not go unnoticed. Within 5 years, he climbed the corporate ladder, eventually becoming a senior executive. Yet, Jonathan was not content with being an employee. He yearned to create something of his own, something that could revolutionize the industry. The entrepreneurial leap. With all his savings and an audacious vision, Jonathan launched his own investment firm, Capital, during an economic downturn. Industry experts doubted him, and investors hesitated to place their trust in an ambitious young entrepreneur with no safety net. He faced countless rejections, doors slammed in his face, and days filled with self-doubt. But Jonathan refused to give up. He adopted a unique client-first investment approach, leveraging technology and data analytics to offer unprecedented financial solutions. His method proved to be a game changer. Within 3 years, Capital was managing billions in assets, disrupting the financial sector and earning Jonathan recognition as a formidable business leader. Philosophy and leadership. Throughout his journey, Jonathan remained guided by a set of core principles: integrity, resilience, and relentless innovation. He believed that failure was merely a stepping stone to success, and that one's mindset determined their destiny. He often told aspiring entrepreneurs, "Success isn't about where you start. It's about how you adapt, how you learn, and how you persevere when the odds are stacked against you." Legacy and impact. Jonathan did not just build a financial empire. He transformed an industry. His innovative investment strategies redefined wealth management, making financial literacy accessible to millions. He established scholarships for underprivileged students, ensuring that no child with potential would be in education due to financial constraints. Beyond business, Jonathan became a mentor, inspiring countless young entrepreneurs to chase their dreams, no matter their background. His autobiography, Rising from the Ashes, became a bestseller, chronicling his incredible journey and serving as a beacon of hope for anyone who dared to dream big. When asked about his greatest achievement, he simply replied, "It's not the wealth, the success, or the accolades. It's knowing that I proved to myself and to the world that circumstances do not define you. Your choices do." Conclusion: a legacy of inspiration. Jonathan's story is one of resilience, vision, and an unyielding determination to rise above adversity. He stands among the greats, a modern-day Carnegie, proving that with courage, perseverance, and a hunger for knowledge, anyone can rewrite their destiny. His life's work continues to inspire generations, a testament to the power of grit and unwavering ambition. Triumph against the odds. 5 inspiring journeys to success. From orphan to media mogul. Early life, overcoming adversity. Was abandoned as a child and placed into the foster care system, moving between homes and struggling to find stability. She grew up feeling invisible, yearning for a place to call home. Books became her refuge, and through them, she found hope and inspiration. She excelled in school despite constant upheaval, determined to carve out a different future for herself. Dreamed of becoming a journalist, believing in the power of stories to change lives, just as stories had given her strength. Challenges: breaking into the media industry. With no financial support and no connections in the industry, had to work multiple jobs just to afford college. She faced rejection after rejection from media companies that dismissed her due to her background, making her feel like she would never be given a chance. Undeterred, she took an unpaid internship at a small local newspaper and spent long hours learning the craft. She often slept in friends' apartments or in her car, barely making ends meet, but her determination never wavered. Breakthrough: building a media empire. Her persistence paid off when she launched an independent online magazine that focused on telling the stories of unheard voices. It quickly gained traction, and within a few years, investors took notice. Within a decade, she expanded into television and digital media, becoming a global leader in diverse storytelling. Her media company now amplifies underrepresented voices worldwide, creating change through the power of narrative. Impact and legacy. created scholarship programs for aspiring journalists from low-income backgrounds, and built mentorship networks for young women in media. She continuously advocates for greater inclusivity in journalism. Today, she is a symbol of perseverance and the transformative power of storytelling, proving that no matter where you start, your story is yours to write. A homeless teen turned tech titan. Early life, struggling to survive. Lost his home at 15 when his family faced financial ruin. Living in shelters and relying on soup kitchens for meals, he knew that if he wanted a different future, he had to create it himself. Technology became his escape, and he spent countless hours at public libraries, teaching himself to code on borrowed computers. Challenges: learning without resources. Without a high school diploma or formal education, struggled to find opportunities. Employers wouldn't hire him due to his lack of a degree, and he was often turned away before he even had a chance to prove himself. He worked odd jobs to save money for online programming courses while developing software projects in his free time, using sheer willpower to teach himself skills that others had access to through traditional schooling. Breakthrough: launching a revolutionary app. Developed an app that connected homeless individuals with food, shelter, and job resources. His creation caught the attention of investors, and soon, he launched his own tech startup focused on AI-driven social solutions. What started as a tool for the homeless became a leading software company in humanitarian technology, redefining how technology serves those in need. Impact and legacy. His company now leads in AI development, providing job training for underprivileged youth and free coding programs for homeless teens. Ensures that others don't have to endure the hardships he did, proving that intelligence and determination can break any barrier. Breaking barriers in finance. Early life, defying societal norms. Born into a conservative family that discouraged women from pursuing careers, refused to accept limitations. She had an insatiable curiosity about finance and economics, but her parents urged her to focus on traditional roles. Instead, she worked as a cashier by day and secretly studied finance at night, determined to prove that women could excel in any industry. Challenges: overcoming gender discrimination. When she finally secured an internship at a major bank, she faced bias and exclusion. Many doubted her abilities and overlooked her ideas simply because she was a woman. Instead of giving up, she worked twice as hard, learning every aspect of the financial world and proving her expertise through innovative financial strategies. Breakthrough: becoming a finance leader. Pioneered investment models that reshaped global markets, revolutionizing risk management and wealth distribution. Her success led her to establish her own financial firm, which grew into one of the world's most influential investment companies, providing opportunities for those often ignored by the financial world. Impact and legacy. She founded organizations promoting financial literacy among women and launched microloan programs to help female entrepreneurs in developing countries. Her work has broken cycles of poverty and financial dependence, proving that knowledge and determination can shatter even the most ingrained barriers. Daniel, the engineer who built a renewable energy empire. Early life: growing up without electricity. Raised in a rural African village with no access to power, Daniel was fascinated by engineering from an early age. He built his first battery-operated light using scrap materials at just 12 years old, determined to find ways to bring energy to his community. Challenges: limited education and opportunities. With no formal STEM programs in his area, Daniel taught himself engineering principles using old textbooks. When he won a scholarship to study abroad, he faced financial difficulties and cultural barriers, but never lost sight of his mission to bring sustainable energy to regions. Breakthrough, revolutionizing renewable energy. After graduation, Daniel founded a company that developed affordable solar panels for rural areas. His innovations drastically reduced electricity costs, allowing millions to access sustainable energy for the first time. His vision transformed communities, powering schools, hospitals, and businesses. Impact and legacy. His company now provides renewable energy across Africa. He invests in STEM education for communities, ensuring that future generations have the resources to innovate and succeed. His legacy is not just in technology, but in empowering people to take control of their futures. 5. Sophia, a culinary visionary who redefined fine dining. Early life, cooking through struggles. Growing up in a struggling immigrant family, Sophia learned to cook from her grandmother, using simple ingredients to create extraordinary meals. Food became her passion and an escape from financial hardships, and she dreamed of one day opening her own restaurant. Challenges, breaking into the culinary industry. Despite her talent, she faced rejection after rejection from top restaurants. Without formal training, she was forced to work low-wage kitchen jobs, often facing discrimination in a male-dominated industry. But she refused to be discouraged, using every setback as fuel for her ambition. Breakthrough, reinventing sustainable fine dining. Determined to prove herself, she launched a small farm-to-table restaurant using only sustainable ingredients. Her concept revolutionized the fine dining industry, and within a few years, she became a globally recognized chef, changing how people viewed food sustainability. Impact and legacy. Sophia's restaurant chain promotes ethical food sourcing and waste reduction. She established culinary training programs for aspiring chefs from underprivileged backgrounds, ensuring her legacy of innovation continues. Each of these individuals faced immense struggles but refused to let adversity define them. Their stories remind us that resilience, passion, and unwavering determination can turn any obstacle into an opportunity for greatness. Carnegie, the steel titan who rose from poverty. Early life, a humble beginning. Carnegie was born on November 25, 1835, in a small one-room home in Scotland. His family lived in extreme poverty, and his father, a weaver, struggled to make ends meet as industrialization rendered his trade obsolete. In search of a better life, the Carnegie family immigrated to the United States in 1848, settling in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Was just 13 years old when he began working in a cotton factory, earning a mere $1.20 per week to help support his family. Challenges, struggling to survive in a harsh world. Carnegie worked tirelessly, taking on low-paying jobs as a bobbin boy in a textile mill, a messenger boy, and later a clerk at a telegraph office. Despite his tough circumstances, he was incredibly determined to learn. He borrowed books from a local benefactor and educated himself at night after long workdays. His ability to read and write quickly set him apart, helping him secure a job at the Pennsylvania Railroad Company as a secretary to a top executive. At the railroad company, Carnegie learned about business, investments, and management, gaining skills that would shape his future success. He faced significant hurdles, from class discrimination to economic hardships, but his relentless drive to learn and improve pushed him forward. Breakthrough, seizing opportunities in the steel industry. Carnegie's big break came when he invested his savings in railroad companies and other industries, showing a keen ability to spot opportunities. By his mid-30s, he had already amassed wealth, but he saw a greater opportunity in steel. He founded the Carnegie Steel Company, revolutionizing the industry by adopting efficient mass production techniques. His ability to cut costs and increase production made his company the largest steel producer in the world. He became a pioneer of the Bessemer process, which drastically reduced the cost of steel manufacturing. As the demand for steel soared during America's industrial expansion, Carnegie's business boomed, turning him into one of the richest men in history. Impact and legacy, the power of philanthropy. Despite accumulating immense wealth, Carnegie believed in the gospel of wealth, a philosophy that encouraged the rich to use their fortune for the betterment of society. He donated over $350 million, equivalent to billions today, to fund libraries, universities, research institutions, and charities. Some of his notable contributions include over 2,500 public libraries built worldwide, Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, Carnegie Hall in New York, a world-famous music venue, major donations to scientific research, world peace, and education. His belief that the man who dies rich dies disgraced drove him to give away nearly 90% of his wealth before his death in 1919. Lessons from Carnegie's life. Lifelong learning. Despite having little formal education, Carnegie's hunger for knowledge fueled his success. Seizing opportunities. He was always on the lookout for new industries and innovations. Hard work and persistence. He started from the bottom and climbed his way up through relentless determination. Giving back. He didn't just build wealth, he used it to uplift others, setting a model for future philanthropists like Bill Gates and Warren. Final thoughts, inspiration for you. Carnegie's journey from a poor immigrant boy to a steel magnate and world-changing philanthropist proves that anyone can achieve greatness with resilience, vision, and determination. His story is a testament to the fact that your beginnings do not define your destiny. Your actions do. John D., the oil titan who built an empire. Early life, humble beginnings. John D. was born in 1839 into a modest family in New York. His father, a traveling salesman with questionable ethics, was often absent, leaving his mother to raise him and his siblings with strict discipline and strong moral values. From an early age, showed an exceptional ability to manage money, working small jobs to help support his family. Despite his humble upbringing, he was determined to achieve financial independence and success. Challenges. The path to wealth was not easy. After completing a short business course, sought work in Cleveland, Ohio. Jobs were scarce, and he faced numerous rejections before finally securing a position as a bookkeeper. He worked tirelessly, saving every penny and studying the oil industry, which was beginning to boom. However, the volatile nature of the oil business made investments risky, and many doubted his vision. Yet, through calculated decisions and relentless work, he gradually built his empire. Breakthrough, the birth of Standard Oil. Saw inefficiencies in the oil industry and sought to refine crude oil into kerosene for household lighting. With keen business acumen, he formed Standard Oil in 1870. He introduced innovative strategies, including vertical integration, which allowed him to control every aspect of production. His tactics, though controversial, revolutionized the industry, eventually making Standard Oil the dominant force in the global market. Impact and legacy. despite facing public scrutiny and anti-monopoly lawsuits that eventually led to the breakup of Standard Oil. Contributions to industry and philanthropy were unparalleled. He donated vast sums to education, medical research, and public health, founding institutions like the University of Chicago and Foundation. His legacy remains a testament to strategic vision and perseverance. Lessons and philosophy. Believed in discipline, efficiency, and reinvestment of profits. He once said, "Do not many of us who fail to achieve big things fail because we lack concentration, the art of concentrating the mind on the thing to be done at the proper time and to the exclusion of everything else." His story underscores the importance of persistence and ethical business practices, despite criticisms. Moral: the power of strategic patience. Life teaches us that success is built on careful planning, resilience, and a willingness to adapt. He faced fierce opposition but never wavered in his pursuit of long-term goals. His story is an inspiration for entrepreneurs and visionaries alike. Henry Ford, the man who revolutionized the automobile industry. Early life: a farm boy with big dreams. Henry Ford was born in 1863 in a rural farm setting in Michigan. Unlike his peers who embraced traditional farming, Ford was fascinated by machinery and how things worked. He spent his childhood dismantling and rebuilding watches, demonstrating an early talent for engineering. Though his father hoped he would take over the farm, Ford's dreams were far greater. He wanted to build machines that could change people's lives. Challenges: facing failure and rejection. Ford left home to pursue his passion for engineering, working at the Edison Illuminating Company. He dedicated his free time to developing a gasoline-powered automobile, but his early attempts were met with skepticism. His first company, the Detroit Automobile Company, failed due to high production costs and poor management. Yet, rather than give up, he learned from his mistakes, refining his designs and business strategy. Breakthrough: the Model T and assembly line innovation. In 1908, Ford introduced the Model T, an affordable and durable automobile that transformed transportation. To make it accessible to the masses, he developed the moving assembly line, drastically reducing production time and costs. His innovation not only revolutionized manufacturing, but also laid the foundation for modern industry. Impact and legacy. Ford's impact on the automotive industry is immeasurable. By prioritizing efficiency and affordability, he made cars available to the average American. His decision to pay workers a $5 daily wage, unheard of at the time, improved productivity and set new labor standards. His influence extends beyond cars. He shaped industrial work culture and economic policies. Lessons and philosophy. Ford believed in learning from failure. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently, he once said. He understood that setbacks were stepping stones to greater success. His relentless pursuit of progress remains a guiding principle in innovation. Moral: persistence and vision lead to revolutionary change. Ford's story exemplifies how perseverance and the courage to challenge norms can lead to world-changing innovations. His life is a reminder that great ideas, when paired with unwavering determination, can transform industries. Thomas Edison, the inventor who lit up the world. Early life: curiosity and determination. Thomas Edison was born in 1847 in Milan, Ohio. As a child, he was naturally curious and loved to experiment, but his teachers saw him as a slow learner. His mother pulled him out of school and taught him at home, allowing him the freedom to explore his interests. He sold newspapers on trains as a young boy and used his earnings to buy science books and equipment, setting the foundation for his lifelong passion for invention. Challenges: overcoming failure and skepticism. Edison's experiments often failed, but he viewed failure as a stepping stone to success. He was fired from jobs due to his relentless tinkering, and many investors rejected his ideas. His invention of the electric was met with skepticism. People didn't believe he could create a lasting, affordable source of artificial light. Yet, after thousands of failed attempts, he finally succeeded. Breakthrough and beyond. Edison's breakthrough came in 1879 when he developed a practical and long-lasting. He didn't stop there. He went on to establish the first electrical power distribution system, which laid the groundwork for modern electric grids. His laboratory became a hub of innovation, leading to the invention of the phonograph, motion pictures, and more. Impact and legacy. Edison's contributions transformed daily life, industry, and communication. He founded General Electric, a company that remains a powerhouse in global technology. His perseverance and willingness to experiment changed the world forever. Lessons and philosophy. Edison famously said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." He proved that persistence and hard work outweigh natural talent. His approach to failure as a learning opportunity is an invaluable lesson for anyone striving for success. Moral: innovation is built on resilience. Edison's life teaches us that setbacks are not roadblocks but stepping stones. His ability to persist through thousands of failures to achieve success is a testament to the power of unwavering determination.